Hey guys, back to Acadia Quest. So continuing on this battle in Acadia and still getting some more of that painted because, well, quite frankly, everything's kind of come to a stop there recently. We're really not playing a lot of board games due to social distancing like everybody should be doing, I guess. So I get to just kind of paint whatever, I guess, because we're not really playing anything in particular. But I do need to get a lot more painted for Acadia. I've got a lot of characters to paint. That's probably one of the ones I'm still behind in, so let's get moving with that. So without further ado, our next thing to paint, GreenSleeves. So again, GreenSleeves is one of the original Acadia Quest characters. So I've already taken it upon getting the base done, so we don't have to worry about that. I did it the same as I did for the previous character I did for Acadia Quest last time. So we could just focus on getting the guy painted. Let's just get down to it and get him done. So here we go, GreenSleeves. Pretty cool looking little guy. As you can see, I already got the base done, so now we're going to start with a little bit of some skin tone and just start getting his hands and his face and everything done. Now, he seems like he's going to be a little bit of a simpler character. You know, there's some just straight up colors, maybe a little bit of shading to do here and there. You know, he seems to be, to me, probably a little easier to paint than some of the previous characters and stuff that I've done. So you can already start to see him start to pop just by putting that skin tone in there. It's kind of cool. Now, of course, while getting that done, another simple thing to take care of right away is get a little bit of some black here. So I'm going to use the Vallejo Air because it's already nice and thin. And I'm going to get in and get that dark in the back of his mouth and get the pupils done as nice. And this one's tough too because he's like kind of like almost, you know, winking his eye, and one eye's bigger than the other. So Babe Blonde from Army Paints, that's what I'm going to use for his hair. It's pretty easy to blend a bit too if I need to, because it's simple to just add a little bit of the matte white to it. And I also have a wash I can use after to kind of darken it if I need to as well. So already, you know, it's starting to look like most of the character being done, especially with the base already being finished. It just looks like most of it is already there, but yet I still have his bow to do, and I still have his clothes to do, I still have his feet to do. You know, it just, it's pretty cool. Like, look at that. He's already got that kind of starting to shine through character look. So his eyebrows. Oh, gnarly. So here, back to just using black again. I'm just doing his boots, the bottom of his boots in black. So again, simple. Like, I'm not using a lot of different colors, really. You know, so far it's just been black, blonde, and skin tone. So pretty easy peasy. Other than the base, of course. The base has got some different shades of gray, a little bit of some yellows and some browns and stuff in there, right, to look like, that cobblestone that was, you know, the previous characters in the boards as well. So here we got some matte white, and pretty simple. Just gonna do his teeth, and his pupils, and there we go. Now a little bit of red for his tongue. You know, since his mouth is wide open, you're gonna see it, so. Really hard to keep the angle sometimes and be able to have the camera see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so we got his tongue down, got his teeth in, got his eyes almost finished. What else do we need here? Oh yes, we're going to need a little bit of Lothern blue. Now I'm just using this just at the base of his pupils, just to show that he does have, in fact, blue eyes. Just like that. I might have to do a couple layers because it's on top of black. So here now I'm just doing some touch-ups, little spots where I could have had my flesh tone a little more correct. And now we add some brown. Start working on that bow. So right off the bat, I'm just going to coat the whole thing for now. I'm not going to bother trying to go around all of the little twisty things and stuff, or whatever that is, like gold or whatever it is that twists around his bow. I can always just highlight that color on that afterwards. I just don't want to miss anything and have any little bits of white showing when I get this done. There we go. Now, olive green. This is GreenSleeves. So with the olive green, now this is again air. It's going to be nice and thin, so it's not going to take away any of the detail in his clothes. It's almost a wash when I go to paint this on. So that's really starting to make things stand out now. I like the detail that you can see in his clothing, just as that little bit of saturation with a wet, runny, kind of diluted paint. So now we're going to use the Commando green, and we're going to kind of fill that in a little bit now and start making the clothing with that kind of two-tone color, but keeping the green, because hey, this is GreenSleeves. Which is kind of funny. He's all green, but he's got no sleeves. Anyway. It's one of those things where every time you look at them, it's like, oh, there's a little spot up in there I still have to get. Oh, I think I missed a spot there, you know. He surprisingly has little hiding places for missing paint. So that just is an example right there. It's like, oh, forgot or I missed that spot. Oh, there's, oh, up inside there too. Like right in the back between his hair and his quiver. So I think we've got pretty much most of it there. That's looking pretty slick. I like the looks of those two colors and combined. Now it's back to Balthazar Gold. He's got a lot of gold on him actually. Doesn't look like much, but you know, there's all the little ridges around his clothing. There's the spiral bits there around his bow. There's around his gauntlets that he's wearing. He's got gold around those. Then there's also like his little kneecaps that he has, and they're gold. Right, so this actually takes some time because it's not like a massive amount, but there's lots of little places where it needs to be. So I keep looking at it and it's, oh, there's another piece. Oh, there's another piece. So you'll see me go back and put some more of that on after, because there's definitely going to be some places I'll have to touch up or I hadn't done yet. So it really starts to bring out now some of the detail in his clothing. Very cool. Gotta get some brown in there. Now you know what we're using that brown for again. We're gonna do his quiver. Now this is just the first layer of brown, because again we want this to look more like, you know, a material you would see from the age of a bowman, and I can't think of anything more than like a leather that he would have been crafted that out of. So this is our base brown. So it's a matter of just making sure I get every little bit, cover it well. Now, I'm using Stone Golem as just a light gray for the string for his bow. I couldn't think of a better color to use for it. And when you look at the picture, it's not like he has like a silver tone to it or anything like that. It's just string, right? So, gonna keep it that way. Back to the brown, touch up some spots I missed. I think he's starting to look pretty good. So here we are now with the leather brown. This is our second layer now. I love this color from war paints or from the Army Painter war paints. It really kind of adds to a base brown to kind of really give that leather look. I like it. He's nearing done. Now, other than some touch-ups, let's start getting some shades in to bring out some of that definition in his clothing. And a little bit of flesh shade. This is not much. I'm not using a little, just basically to highlight his fingers, right? Any other places that I can think of to highlight his actual skin, so it's not just bland and just one color. Like in his ears, you know, it's not black in his ears. It's just a different tone. So this flesh shade actually is, it's pretty nice to be able to just touch up in small areas like that and give it that definition you're looking for. So we're nearing completion here. He's pretty much almost finished. I got a little bit of touch up to do. I'm gonna add a little bit more back into the color of his hair. You know, just it was a little too white. Other than that, he's pretty much ready to go for a clear coat. So I'd just like to take this time to say, if you like the video, please, you know, smash that like button. Subscribe would be great. Subscribers are always awesome. And share and comment. You know, if there's anything else that you want to see me paint next, if you're an Arcadia Quest person, right? You know, I can always paint anything that I have that I haven't painted already. And even if I have and you just want to see it, let me know and I'll show it off in the next video. He's almost finished there now. Actually, pretty much that's it. Couple touch up here. I think that's it. Here is our green sleeve. I don't know, pretty slick. I really like Arcadia Quest, it's fun. So, until next time, guys, we'll catch you around on the next video.